Every action or inaction involves strategies that can be found in The Art of War by Sun Tze, translated by Cleary. One of the best things about The Art of War is unfortunately something that you will rarely hear from anyone, if ever, and especially from those who claim to be avid readers, followers, and students of the ancient classic. It's the fact that The Art of War can be used to help every aspect, every action of your life, because every action involves strategy. Many die-hard readers find it absurd to consider it outside the realm of killing, fighting, or annihilating their enemy physically if they have to. But how about a conversation, a business, or a marriage? So then when will you be able to use it? Unless you gangbang or are a spy or a soldier in battle or a general. At most, students of The Art of War will agree it's best to avoid fighting if possible and can relate to the peaceful and meditative side of the philosophical text. Followed correctly, however, The Art of War causes you to always be striving for something that makes you better, but it can never be attained entirely because there's always room to correct oneself. So no matter how high up the ladder morally or down you are, how healthy or sick, or how wealthy or poor, or happy or sad, the book is for you. If you're happy and full, it tells you to take care of your soldiers. In your case, maybe family, friends, or even co-workers and your boss. It forces you to be a better person, morally stronger, faster, smarter, more humble, yet more durable and less corrupt. And if you follow it correctly, it also gives you what you want in exchange, in the form of opportunity, because it expects you to have a keen insight and awareness and know that opportunity must be seized on time and with courage. So knowing the time and place of battle, as Sun Tze explains, is the key to victory. What's important is to get what you want morally, which is called the way and its rules, which is philosophically a call for virtue, to be good. Victory cannot be manufactured, but it can be discerned. Sun Tzu says in The Art of War, this means you'll get what you want, but not in the exact picture of it as it appeared in your head, because you cannot manufacture opportunity. Only nature can, or whatever you call the force of momentum. This means that you cannot determine your mate, but the opportunity to see him or her, go after them, depends on your insight and courage to explore the possibility by finding out, talking to them, asking questions, forming a ground of dissolution when you meet, to a ground of contention when you commit, to heavy ground when you get married, and maybe bad ground if there's constant conflict, and possibly dying ground if you think about you should go to court and get the kids and the house and the bank account. The same applies to your career, business, and your life. Do what is great while it is still small. Do what is difficult while it is still easy. Use good judgment to foresee things in the beginning of your relationship before it even becomes a relationship to determine if you two will be a good fit. Mastering the Art of War says, upon seeing the beginning, one should see the end. If you enter into a relationship without considering a lifestyle, morals, integrity, character, and things that are eternal, and only go after the shallow good looks who have money, power, and fame, then you have a shallow strategy to determine the actual outcome over time. The Art of War says if your strategy is shallow and nearsighted, then what you gain is little. But if your strategy is deep and far-reaching, then what you gain is much. Take, for example, Chapter 11, The 9 Grounds, Cleary's translation of the book only. Ground of contention. Ground which would be advantageous to you if you got it first, or your opponents if they got it first. You cannot fight over a ground of contention. You either have it first or you don't. This is one of the most significant aspects of The Art of War, because the whole book not only seems to revolve around this, but strives to attain it, defend it, and expand it. Your country is a ground of contention. Land sectioned off that you guard and defend. In marriage, however, your partner is a ground of contention. Like business, it is based on the concept that first is better than best. If you have a career or even a job that you love, achieving the highest level in your company is a ground of contention. You will be the first to achieve this and that and the other, and will incur a sort of immortality concerning that achievement. The first to make the Hemi engine or semiconductor has incurred an eternal achievement, wowed by those in the future. Let there be no attack on the ground of contention, Sun Tze says. If half their force advances and half retreats, they are trying to lure you. Maneuvering Armies, Chapter 9. People make subtle implications to stir contention with us. The wise thing is to play dumb, the art of worldly wisdom. Similarly, Sun Tze says when the opponents attack, do not attack back, but do something unexpected that throws them off guard. The average person will aggressively launch back, verbally or even physically, and to others who begin to notice might appear to be the initial aggressor, and will appear wrong. Peace without a treaty is plotting, Sun Tze explains, but a contract does not guarantee a job or marriage. Sun Tze means harmony and loyalty beyond a piece of paper. This is how the Proverbs are converted and applied to anything in our lives. Take your time at first, learning the art of war, and you will increase it as you go. Convert the Proverbs to any and everything to see if you can apply it to all things. Then begin practicing it in depth on your craft or by using it on yourself, and over time you'll be able to apply it to your people and job skills. You won't believe that you've lived your life this long without it.